Episode 3, Laura Geitz.
Hall of Famer, Laura Geitz.
Whoop, whoop. You guys can have your own podcast.
3 championship wins. 71 test caps for Australia. Commonwealth Games, silver in 2010, gold in 2014 as captain and silver in 2018. Gold at the Netball World Cup in 2011 and 2015.
When you first heard of 5-5, what was your initial reaction?
I was a bit like, awesome. I've
Yeah,
never played that
right.
format.
Now's your time.
Well, I'm not, no, babe. Massive FOMO, can I say? At the same time, I'm like,
When Mystics would play the Firebirds, I'd always hear you in the huddle just, it wasn't grunting, you were just...
I was one of the players. Like, she grunted.
I could just hear you and then you'd do the whole Queenslander on 3, 1, 2, 3, Queenslander. It was really annoying.
you were like the magic.
Hyperventilating when people were like, can you do the pre-game speech? Like, no.
Wait, you were 9 weeks pregnant.
In the grand final.
We might need to cut this. Rolled. Did you just do one?
If you could give one piece of advice to defenders coming through, what would it be?
Just to get a bit more aggressive.
Yes. I used to love being in your team because I would look at the shooter's face.
Bro, you are pretty scary. Oh my gosh, from the grunting to your cheap shots on the court. Honestly, I'm so glad I played goal attack. I was so far away from you. This is the funniest episode, I must say. Something else.
But you know why? You know why I'm not going to play is because I'm so...
All right, we are here with the Hall of Famer, Laura Geitz,
Whoop, whoop.
one of my dear friends who I love to pieces and one of Maria's favourite opponents. I loved watching you two battle out on the court.
I ran away from her, but anyways.
Born on the 4th of November. It's going back now, 1987. Just kidding. In Ipswich, Queensland. Ipswich Hospital.
Ipswich
Yeah, nice.
General Hospital.
Izzy hails from Ipswich, doesn't he?
No, he went to school at Marsden. I think that's in Ipswich, but he was born in New South Wales. Yeah.
Well, they breed a lot of good athletes.
Yeah, they do.
Raised in Allara, attended Scott's PGC College, which we've been back to running clinics.
Yeah.
Domestic career. So you started at the AIS Canberra Darters Commonwealth Bank Trophy and you began as captain. So the first team, you've been a captain through and through. That's just... Yeah, there's no one like you who can lead a team. Queensland Firebirds, ANZ Championships and Suncorp Super Netball. Debuted in 2008, played 169 National League matches, leading to 3 championship wins, including the undefeated 2011 and back-to-back titles in 2015, 2016 as captain. Your international career made your debut in 2008. Were you 2008 as well or 2006? Or 2000.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll Wikipedia it. Just
Can
give me
I
5
just
minutes.
say, thanks for reminding me. This feels like a lifetime ago.
It does, doesn't it?
Like, honestly, there's a few key dates I remember there, but a lot of this is
Bit of
news
a
to
blur.
me.
Yeah.
Look, we strap
Still
yourselves
going.
in. Earned 71 test caps for Australia in 10 years, 2008 to 2018. Commonwealth Games, silver in 2010, gold in 2014 as captain and silver in 2018. Won gold at the Netball World Cup in 2011 and 2015. International captaincy, first led Australia in 2013, then captained at the 2014 and 2015.
God, he's like looking at you like...
You won Liz Ellis Diamond in 2011.
how long
ANZ
you've been
Player of
around.
the Year, Sport Australia Hall of Fame athlete member. That is incredible.
Yeah.
Did you get something to show the kids? Did you get the medal?
Not well. They did give us a beautiful medal, but we had to give it back because last week was like the announcement, And then November they do a big gala dinner. So the kids are coming to that.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Is that in
Barney's
Canberra?
super pumped because Cam Smith was also inducted. So he's most excited that he's going to
Awesome.
get his little eyes on Cam Smith. But can I just say, like, biggest case of imposter syndrome ever, as I was standing at the Gabba there last Thursday and they're calling out, they're like, Leighton Hewitt, sorry, can't be here. He's in the Bahamas. Mark Schwarzer, well, he lives in Spain. Tora Bright, she's 3 days away from having her third baby. She's in the States. I'm like, representing Brookfield.
Yeah. Nice.
I can make it, guys.
Yeah,
I can be here.
So humble. You're living the life.
It was,
It's the
it was
best.
like super special. But I'm most excited about having the kids there in
Yeah.
November. That's going to be awesome.
That will be very,
Imagine them
very
all dressed
cool.
up
I
and can see their
know.
mum on the big stage. Like,
And so
special.
what, like, so they called you
Yeah.
or sent an email, let you know about this. What was your response or reaction?
Yeah, so April, school holidays, we were at home.
What are we,
We'd
August?
actually gone to Stanthorpe for the day and I had terrible service and I had this phone call that went through to voicemail and I was listening to it and it was really like sketchy because there was no service. But I could hear things like John such and such, Sport Australia Hall of Fame here in Melbourne. So I thought, oh, this obviously has some connection with Netball Australia. So I was like, oh, I'll call them back after lunch. Anyway, I was like, I should probably give him a buzz back. And anyway, John Bertrand, who apparently is, I'm sure Johnny and Tone would know him. He's like America's Cup superstar.
wow. The sailor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, yes. I mean, I didn't really have all
I
that
don't
much
know him,
background,
but
but quite a big deal. And called him back and he was like, oh, congratulations, blah, blah, blah. You're going to be inducted this year alongside such and such. And the list of all the other people. And I was like, John, I'm not sure I really belong there. And he's like, well, you're in it. You can't get out of it. 90% of the people that I call have exactly the same response. So
Wow.
April found out and then went down on Thursday. But you know what I think was the nicest part was exactly what we just said then. Like, I mean, I haven't played since 2018 and now like my life is kids and being a mum. It has nothing to do with netball. And just to kind of be transported back as you two, well, especially you, Rhea, and Gret, somewhat you, like going back to what life was, it just made me actually really fall in love with sport the other day. I don't know whether it was
That's
because
so cool.
it was at the MCG in Melbourne. The vibe was high because Collingwood were playing Hawthorn. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I've been so far
from
removed. But how good is sport? Like, I don't know, it's just been this part of life for all of us that can never be taken away. And I think that was the special part for me the other day was like, even though it's not the everyday now, it's still like a big part of what has been that we can now like share with our kids, which I think is like the proudest part.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
like, could you watch it online or what was the...
I think they just did like a media release, but apparently the dinner, which Mark and I were going to in November, and the lovely lady who organises it all, because I was spending the day with her on Thursday, she's like, oh yeah, there's a netball table confirmed. And I was like, oh, who's that? And she's like, oh, all the like previous inductees. So Coxie and Liz and Sherelle and Margie Caldo and Michelle Dendecker, they all come back.
Wow.
So once they've been inducted, then they keep coming back. So Kathy Freeman's there.
Awesome.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is like, I'm just going to sit in the back corner.
No, you're on
And
stage.
be starstruck on
Yeah.
like a room full of like
Greats.
Australians' greatest ever. Like, I mean, Dawn Fraser's there.
Yeah, wow.
But also, you've got to give yourself credit too. Like, I know you're extremely humble from obviously what Gretel has told me and from my encounters with you. But you've achieved so much in your, 2008 and 2000 to 2018, 10 years of playing, right? You've achieved, even just the captaincy itself, just to begin with.
The load that comes with.
Yeah.
But I think it's the same as you guys. Like, you can't talk to me about
Oh,
not me,
but
Alicia.
no, seriously. Like,
I'm not in the
it's-
same category as you two.
No,
No, but you are. But I think that's probably what netball has given us. We're not like, well, a little bit different in New Zealand, but I mean, level of stardom here. It's not like you're walking down the street with everyone being like, oh my gosh, that's Gretel Buetta, or that's, Laura Geitz. Like, we've still got to work hard for recognition, which I think is like the humbling thing about our game, is it not? Like, it's not like we sign a netball contract and can put our feet up and be like, oh, well, we're pretty well set for life. It's like the opposite.
Why do you think it's like that here in Australia? Because it is when I was playing, I know it's different now with how netball is going in New Zealand at the moment, but what do you think the differences are from what it was when you were playing, like what you were saying with not being so much more recognised as opposed to the likes of netball in New Zealand?
Yeah, I think that there's like a combination of reasons. I feel as though the game, there's been opportunities for the game to kind of try new things, and I feel like we're probably, our biggest strength is somewhat our biggest weakness as a sport. Like, we're so traditional in the way that it's played and the way that it's always been done that we're a bit frightened to kind of try new things, which then from sponsorship and taking the game to that next level, it's kind of like, oh, well, why would we get on board this when it's just the same thing year in and year out?
Yeah.
I think we rely so much on the fact that it's such a highly participated game. When we were coming through, we didn't even have the competition of like AFLW, NRLW.
Yeah, true.
All the other women's leagues. So, and it's, I hate to say it, but it's just that whole barrier of women's sport, right, isn't it?
Yeah. Like even just with trying to find or having those conversations with partners, not sponsors, try to change the language. I never wanted to use the female sport as an excuse, but I find that with some of our dealings, and I get it, it's the first time Fire Five has come about. So there are a lot of brands who are unsure. We don't have the data.
Yeah.
It's the first time it's being done. So they're a bit standoffish or a bit hesitant to partner with us. Whereas I think that if it was a hybrid version of union or a male sport, obviously I feel like brands would have jumped at them. So we're experiencing that a little bit now, but it's been really positive. Hey, like with all the other brands that we've been talking to as well. Not all of them have been like that, but it's just trying to get some across the line.
Which is kind of, again, like, I think good in so many ways because it makes you hustle a bit harder.
100.
Well, we're used to hustling our whole career, aren't we?
Yeah.
I feel like
You're a natural hustler.
Yeah.
This girl.
Yeah.
I've never seen the
Hustle a
side of
little heart
her.
out.
Yeah, and like you're the admin, marketing, you're the hustle queen, and I'm so appreciative of it because I get really uncomfortable in some conversations just in terms of business, and we won't go into
probably why
detail.
you guys are such a good team.
Thanks.
Like you're the hustle.
Cheers.
The hustle queen.
It's actually really.
What's Rhea?
You don't know it.
What's Rhea Gritz?
I just gonna sit
she's
back.
like the intricate details.
She's like the you're wearing the wrong socks
Oh yeah,
kind of gal.
I
Is she the one?
look like I
Attention
just
to detail.
walked out of bed.
Oh, like
Because you've been giving her a heart
Rhea's like the boss, and I'm like the little sister.
No.
Like, hey, what about this? Hey, what about this? Hey, I've sent this to this, and this, and you're like, hang on, like let's. Because I get too excited and want to do it all at once.
I guess I put on the brakes, time
Grow
manage
up.
ourselves better. No, but Gretel wants to do everything all at once and get
I'm so
everyone on board at the
impatient.
same time.
I'm like, this is the best. Let's
Yeah.
go.
She's had like 3 babies. Bang, bang, bang.
100%. Yeah,
Let's get the
absolutely.
show on the road.
Yeah.
Let's hustle.
I want it to be the best now.
Yeah, no.
So good. Which I'm
Yeah.
sure it will be.
Yeah.
that
Oh, it's
direction.
just got so much potential. And I think if there's ever a time to launch it, it's now. Like the World Fast 5 competition's just been cancelled.
Yeah.
This was in the works before that, but that was just the cherry on top. And then you look at female sport and sponsorship. Everyone's investing in female sport now. Like
Yeah.
they've just realised that it's such a incredible market. Sponsors get more out of women in sport because we don't just want to, be sponsored by them. We want to partner with them. We want to align with them. And that's the thing with Fire 5, sorry. You can make it whatever you would like when you partner with us. We have no rules to abide by. You don't have to meet certain criteria or be restricted to things. You can, what do you want to get out of this partnership? Do you want to grow your database? Do you want to sign more people up to house mortgages? Okay, let's get those ads on our live streaming. Let's do activations that ask people in the crowd how their mortgage is going. I don't know. We can tailor it however you like. So that's been really powerful and really interesting to learn, because I feel like as netballers, you just get to training, you train, and then you go home. But this side has been so probably rewarding and exciting to be a part of, because you know that netball needs something fun like this, but the fact that we're actually doing it has been awesome and really exciting. Sometimes I get overexcited and want to do it all at once.
It's hilarious. But when you first heard of Fire 5, what was your initial reaction? We ask everyone this. So.
Oh, I was a bit like, awesome. I mean, I've never played Fire 5, Fast
Oh, you
5.
didn't?
I've never played that
Right.
format.
Now's your time.
Well, I've not even played. No, babe.
Still trying to get you
How
across
many
the
times
line.
you ask me, the answer is no. But you know why? You know why I'm not going to play is because I'm so scared. I'm the biggest scaredy cat these days of being like, okay, I'm going to just rupture an Achilles.
Yeah.
How do
You
I
got
get
4
my
little-
4 children?
Absolutely.
And I've seen so
Just
many
wheel
people.
them to
Yeah.
It's all those silly things. I'm like, and I'm
Absolutely.
so
It's real
happy
though.
to
Yeah.
not pretend that I'm not scared, but I'm like, I just can't actually see how life would function, especially when they're still so little. So, but massive FOMO, can I say? At the same time, I'm like, like maybe I could. No, because I just think when I first saw it, I was like, oh yeah, this is cool. And obviously having chats with Gretz about, what you guys were creating, and then. But like she always is, she's like so blasé, like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And then all of a sudden, this amazing product explodes all over my Instagram. I'm like, this is kind of a big deal. And I think that's the vibe is like you're creating this product that everyone wants to be involved with. And I don't think that's been to my point of what I said before. Like I feel like that's what our game has missed is, I just feel like old, new, everyone wants to jump on board. Even Mark was saying the other day, like I showed him the little first video that you guys launched with, and he's like, that is unreal. Like
Producer.
he claims, like they're his words, not mine.
A lot of filters on me, not you, but yeah.
He's like, that was really awesome. Like, I don't have a great attention span. Wish I could have told him. But he's like, that got me. That got me in.
Oh, wow.
That's
credit to you
awesome.
guys on, I think, what you're creating, because it's fun. It's got that fun vibe to it. And let's be honest, that's what everyone wants to. That's why you want to play. That's why we wanted to play all those years ago when we were little kids. We just wanted to play to have fun.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and you're saying as you're doing this, you're having fun. So I mean,
We are.
you know, that's the most
Oh my gosh, we're
important
having
thing.
so much fun. So much fun. No, we really are. It has been quite a fun process. It's
How were the logos? Was that fun?
So that's one of the things with Gretel. She likes to please everyone, which I need to check myself with that too, because a part of me is like, no, these are the logos because we own all the teams.
Yeah.
So it's not like with the the 9PL, which is the shorter version of rugby league.
Yeah.
Teams can come and go, so names can change, logos
Yeah.
can change, whereas this one we own all 16 teams, so they'll be the same
Every
for
year.
every year. Players
Okay.
obviously will come and go,
Yeah.
but the teams will stay the same. And I had to make the logos.
No, she stayed up till midnight.
Did you
the
do them
audacity
all
of
by
me even
yourself?
asking
Well,
you?
no, so I had help from this guy in the Philippines, but it was getting quite painful trying to communicate what I wanted,
right.
and so I just took it off him and then just kind of zhuzhed
Okay.
all 16 logos.
She did a good job.
I did a good job, but then Gretel texts me in the middle of the night going, hey, some people, some teams aren't happy. I won't name the teams. Some teams aren't
I
happy
bet I
with
can
their...
guess. Let's call them out.
Hey, you can say whatever you want on here. I won't censor you or cancel you or anything. Some people aren't happy with their logos, and I just saw red because I was tired, I was exhausted, and I said to
It
Gretel,
wasn't even bad.
no, I text Gretel, I was like, stop people pleasing. Like, these are
That's good.
Who owns
She's
the
so good for
teams?
me.
It's us. Like, these are the logos, and that's that. And
Yeah.
even as he read the text, and he was like, "Whoa, babe, is this like your first kind of thing at Grants?" And I had like 2 seconds later, I sent you a
like,
voice
"Hey."
note. She sends me this dessert. She sends me a photo of dessert. She's like, "I'm having this dessert. Sorry, sis." Like, trying to change the subject. But then, no. But I get it. It's our first time, and we want these players to come back and play. So
Yeah.
Did
you respond to them and say you get what you get and you don't get upset?
I told her that. I told her, I was like, no, you tell them. We own the teams,
Yeah.
and these are the logos. So whether they like it or not, we'll then go play for another team.
Yeah, totally.
It doesn't bother me, but I said sorry and overreacted. And,
No, you didn't though. You didn't
stuff.
overreact.
And you kissed and made up, and here you are.
Yeah. I was just tired. Honestly, I was just tired. And really, it was a minor change. It wasn't even that bad, but...
No, it was very warranted. Got the tail between my legs, scurried off.
No.
But if it was all like easy, then
Exactly.
wouldn't you be more concerned?
Yeah.
absolutely.
If it was just all floating, there was no...
You like that duck along the water where it's like as a mum,
Yeah.
you're just floating by, but your legs are like,
Yeah. Under the surface, there's a lot of chaos.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm back to Five. This one's used to. You guys can have your own podcast. I'll talk about Five. No, I'm joking. This is lovely though. Katrina and I we were the same. Gretel was sitting here, and we were just talking. I was like, "Oh, that's right. I've got my co-host here. Sorry."
I just love Gretz's jumper. Where's that?
Sponsored by my mum today, Suzanne's. It's the purple.
She's
brings
your
out my eyes.
wardrobe. She's your wardrobe lady, though.
Yeah,
Shout out
Jenny.
to Jenny.
Look, Jenny's life goals, isn't she?
Oh,
I swear she gets younger.
She does.
She
Every
ages
time you see
so
her,
well.
she's looking better and better. How does
because
that
we were so
happen?
good to her as
Yeah.
children.
I'm sure. So when Mystics would play the Firebirds, I'd always hear you in the huddle. It wasn't grunting. You were just.
I was one of the players.
I
Like
could
she
just
grunted.
hear- I could just hear you like. I don't know what you said, but the girls were just so like they took everything that you said as gospel, like it was life.
Yeah.
And then you'd do the whole Queenslander on 3, 1, 2, 3, Queenslander. It was really annoying, but you've been a captain pretty much your whole career.
Built different, hey? Who does that?
Absolutely.
You just got this.
Like, what's your philosophy?
Yeah.
Oh, I actually don't know how to answer that. I mean,
They choose me.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember back to those like early Five-Eds days of like the grunting in the huddle. I think when Grits was reading out before, like darters, which was, you know, we were playing in the CBT back then, so that was like Swifts. That was like Liz's era. Coxie.
okay.
So that was like before we
ANZ
merged with you
merged.
guys to ANZ. So, and I literally remember being named as captain in Canberra, and the first thing I had to do was this speech. And I kid you not, like at school, I was petrified of like public speaking, like even having to get up in front of the class and do an oral presentation. Like I would basically have a panic attack. Like I just hated being in front of people. I don't know. So I still am quite surprised as to how that journey did unfold, because if you told me back then that that's what I was going to do, I would have been like, there's no way that I can even put myself in that position.
Yeah.
But I think on court, I don't know, like I just loved the thrill of competition and loved winning. And I think when you're so passionate about something and it comes from your heart, it's not manufactured.
Yeah,
so
true.
And I think the moment that you feel like the girls have that eye contact with you and they're buying into what you're saying, then obviously your confidence grows as a leader. Don't get me wrong, like I had some absolute doozies of, you know, outings as captain that went horribly wrong. One being my very first captain's game was in Invercargill. So that would have been 2013. You would have been playing then.
Yeah. Was it
You guys,
who was
it? Was
Was
you
it?
and Irene.
So Silver Ferns.
Silver Ferns,
Okay.
Diamonds. Lisa Alexander was our coach. And so, yeah, it was like October 2013 or when that Constellation Cup series.
Happened.
Yeah. And so first game, Invercargill, we'd done like obviously all the media press release about being announced as captain. Bianca Chatfield was vice. Shani Layton was obviously in the team too. She was like had this incredible season. And I remember I was on first quarter playing Irene, and I think she scored like 24 goals on me in the first quarter, like absolutely just cooked me. And I remember Lisa just being like, all right, first quarter out of the way, second quarter, what the heck was that? Just, you know, come out this second quarter and give it your best and do something. And it was even worse. You guys were like, I think you were up by like 12 at halftime. Lisa dragged me and then put Shans on as keeper. Shans had an absolute blinder, and I remember sitting on the bench for that second half of that game just being like, oh my gosh, like this is my first outing as captain, Aussie captain. After the game, I just remember like taking the strapping tape off my ankles and tap on the shoulder. It was like, Lisa, got to go to a press conference. Invercargill of all places,
I know.
all the
It's
Kiwi
brutal there
journos.
too.
And Lisa and I like sitting there, and the first question to me was, clearly you'd be pretty disappointed with that performance. I actually was doing some research when you were out there, and you'd be pleased to know that you're the first ever Aussie captain to have been benched in their debut game. I was like, how do you want me to respond to that?
Yeah.
I just wanted to like dig a hole and disappear. And then the next question, like directed to Lise, was, you know, you've obviously gone through this process. Bianca Chatfield just played the whole game at goal defence. She probably was like your better choice as captain? Like, do you go back to the drawing board? I was like, I remember just sitting there being like, I cannot believe that, like, this is just a baptism of fire.
Yeah.
And then that night back at the room, Lise called me. Was like, come to my room. I remember walking up that hallway and was like, this is it. Like, she's basically going to say, yeah, made the wrong decision. We're going to put Bianca into captain. And she just said to me that night, she's like, the reason you're here is for who you have been up until this point. And tonight unfolded because you basically tried to be everything that you're not, and you got found out really quickly.
Wow.
So I back you, but just remain true to who you are. And probably whenever I get asked about leadership,
That's so cool.
I just come back to that moment, because I was trying to be like Nat Vaughn and Sherelle and all the captains that I had, and Liz to a certain extent. And, you know, I was talking this big game about this is how I'm going to lead the team, and then bang, like fall on your face, brought back to reality. And I think in life in general, it has just stayed with me. Like, you try to be something you're not, you get found out.
Yeah, 100%.
And, you know, I think that's the thing with captaincy. And I must say, to relate it back to Suncorp Super Netball this season, I just loved watching Kate Maloney. Like, she, for me, this season was MVP across the board.
She's always been similar to you, like always been a captain, like from when I can remember when we met at like 20.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes she hasn't been captains in the team, she's someone that everyone kind of just gravitates to and listens to. So it was really cool to see her shine. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just, particularly in that grand final and the game they played before that, I was like, Kate, you have just got this team humming. Like, they're listening to you. Simone obviously on the sideline, but yeah, I don't know, leadership's pretty phenomenal, isn't it? Like, when you watch
Like
Neither.
a sheep there.
I'm like writing notes. Yeah, what else? Tell me more.
because you guys were superstar players.
No, she
That's because
was.
you were like
No.
superstar players.
I
You were
just
like the
remember
magic.
hyperventilating when people were like, can you do the pre-game speech? Like, no.
Ventilating. Actually, what would you said?
No, you don't want to
Seriously, I would
know.
have laughed. Sorry, only because I know you.
Yeah.
Now. It's like, hey, she would have done the whole farting thing too. I bet you. For those of you who don't know, Laura, no, she didn't fart. Jokes.
Laura was so excited today.
Yeah.
I would have done that too if I had to take
You did
pre-game
a
speech.
few. I feel like you did a few.
Yeah, when you were trying to create a leaderful team, and I was like, what do you mean?
How did it go? Anyway, I'm actually really intrigued.
Not good.
No?
Yeah. I think only like 5 words came out and then we ran off, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but you do the
Everyone's got their
talking
different
on
strengths.
the
Yeah.
court. Like
Yeah.
you delivered like hands
Well, that's
down.
what I mean. Like, you were just like, you weren't necessarily words. You were more just
Actions.
Well,
And that
you
speaks
captained
louder.
towards the end
Oh,
of your
Vice. Like I partnered up with Katrina, but
Katrina,
yeah.
What was Casey like? She, for me, like, I used to look at Casey and be like, she's a leader.
Oh yeah, no, Casey was like you, if I'm being completely honest. She
I used to love watching Casey.
she like just the typical farm, hardworking. When you say being true to yourself, she was definitely that person. I played with her for such a long time. It's funny. It's like reading everything about your career. It all becomes kind of a blur.
Yeah.
And obviously I've seen Casey play for the Giants this year, which she did a really good job with. But when you meet Casey's family, her parents, you understand why she's the way that she is. She could just capture you with her, how do I say it, just her want for you to be a better player. Like she was really very unselfish. Like she was more, what can I do for you to make you
Yeah.
shine, as opposed to the opposite way. So,
But she did that at Giants
Yeah.
this year. Like,
Yeah.
that was the thing. That's like leadership, you know, like she's come into this team where I'm sure, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but she wouldn't have known those girls.
yeah, oh no, I don't think she would have. Just Jamie and
Yeah. And she then
Julie.
had that defensive unit working like within a game.
Yeah.
She was like directing them, and it was like they were different players.
yeah.
I'm like,
Just her
that's
presence. Hey?
her presence. It's like how that is amazing that you can come in there, work with kids that are a lot younger, a lot less experienced, but all of a sudden you've got them all just working. Like, so clever.
Funny you say that, because 2018, that's what you came back and did for Firebirds. I think that was the last time we got close to making finals, was when you came back and you made Kimmy Jenner and Tara.
And you just had Barney, didn't you?
Yeah.
Was it Com Games was 2018 and are you talking about the one in GC?
Yeah, that season at Firebirds, that's when she got the team humming again. I'm like, there's certain people that can just go on court
it.
and change the whole team and demand so much from them. Like, it's really cool.
Yeah, it just 2018 was a hard year. Probably not
It
as hard
was.
as like, well, I just remember that, 2015, 2016, like I was pregnant with Barney. I was 9 weeks pregnant with Barney in that
we went
grand
into double
final.
overtime.
Oh my gosh.
She's 9 weeks
Wait,
pregnant.
you were 9 weeks pregnant.
In the grand final.
Oh,
And
wow.
these guys, like, I
Had
could
no
not
idea.
tell
Could you imagine?
anyone.
Oh, did you not?
No.
Oh.
Halida
yeah, she's 12 weeks.
I always say
Bebe.
Yeah, she was pregnant too. So out of
she
a team
playing?
of 12, 2 of us were
Oh.
pregnant.
No.
Yes.
Holy moly.
And I remember rolling out to Boondall because that's where the final was. And the only person that knew was Sharon, our team doctor.
Wow.
And because I was so crook.
I was going to say, how did you carry Barney
Oh my
during that
gosh.
time? Because first trimester for me, I was bedridden.
I was so crook.
playing a
No,
grand
but I
final.
was like that. I was like,
Far out.
just eating everything I could. I was at the Macca's drive-through every single day. Like, give me the salty food. Morning, I was like just so crook, and could not drink coffee, but obviously relied on coffee a lot. So I remember like literally shotting coffee at the back of Boondall and just being like, this is the last game I've got to get through.
Yeah.
Biggest game. I said to Sharon, I'm so sick, Sharon. She's like, I'll leave a bucket at the
Oh,
back of the
gosh.
game. So she had this like vomit bucket. She's like, if you're going to throw up, just call time, run to the back of the stadium. And then I think I'm going to call her out, but Katie Nevins threw that wayward pass that put us into double extra time.
don't know, it was a
that was the
blur.
huddle. I would have been grunting
Yeah,
in.
no.
I was like, are you joking?
Oh, no. I'd be crying.
Yeah, you guys held it down for us, that one. I remember.
Oh.
us
Did you
being a
guys
bit
win?
yucky in that.
Out, huh?
Did you win that one?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
our back-to-back. Like,
Yeah.
so they were both double extra times. Or was 2016 double extra?
2016.
2016
Yeah.
was double extra time. Yeah, we were double extra time 2016.
Oh, gosh.
And then we all went back to the change rooms, and that's when I told you guys. And then Halida was like, me too.
Yeah.
No way. Oh, so she was playing back then too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was our
Far out.
youngest, wasn't she?
Yeah, she
is
literally,
impressive.
Jerome is like 3-4 days older than Barney.
Jerome's her husband.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We might need to cut this because Geitz has just called Halida's husband her son. Jerome. Oh, so Halida married a 3-year-old. Did you just do one? Oh, holy moly! We've gone.
I need to
so
go in 10
scared.
minutes. Otherwise, I'm going to be
This
stuck
is-
in the traffic.
Yeah,
at
okay.
Pimpama.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay. Oh my.
Time to wind
Okay.
it up.
No. That, okay.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, you
Winding
put
it
the
up.
question
No.
out to
You ask a
Jerome.
question. You ask a question. We'll wind it up.
Shout out to
We'll
Jerome.
wind it up. That's
Okay.
hilarious. This is the funniest episode, I must say. By the way. Oh my gosh. You Aussies are something else. Seriously.
I can see your face like.
If you could give one piece of advice to defenders coming through, what would it be?
Ooh, to defenders? Just to get a bit more aggressive.
Oh,
Yes.
This one,
bro, you are pretty scary. Oh my gosh, from the grunting to your cheap shots on the court. Honestly, I'm so glad I played goal attack. I was so far away from you.
I had to train against that daily.
I know.
No,
I
I'm
felt
just kidding.
sorry for
You
you,
made me
but-
like such a better player. Like, there's
Yeah.
no one bit like no one. Yeah.
No, I know. Like, I know that I was a complete, like,
White line fever. Everyone's got
yeah.
it.
When I retired or was like, yep, I'm done, Mark was like, I'm so excited that you're going to have weekends at home and, you know, I'm so ready for you to retire, but man, I'm so nervous where you're going to channel all your inner aggression.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
funny.
it's coming towards you.
Yeah.
No, I do. I feel like I look at defenders now and I'm just like, that's your job. Like, defender, you're intimidate. You got to intimidate. Like,
Yeah.
you've actually got to scare the living daylights out of your opponent, which I loved. Like,
Yeah.
I just felt like, as a kid, like, I just love, and I'd love it, like Kat Latu, when she'd come at me, I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, like, bring it.
Really?
Yeah, like I used to just
Awesome.
love that physicality and that battle on
Hey,
court.
have you ever
Probably
thought of
should
like
have played another sport.
WWE or MMA? Have you thought about that?
I know, here I am like, love the get more aggressive in the non-contact sport.
Yeah, no. But
Yeah, I don't know.
people love watching it too. Like that's what like the sport's all about, is seeing that side of people, because I feel like as females too, especially like you go about your day and then you get to training and you can turn into like someone else, like
Yes.
white line fever. You
Yeah,
step over that
totally.
line and you're like,
Totally.
yeah.
And I feel like, I mean, because I'm somebody who I do care what people think, but on court I never would give two hoots. Like it was
Wow.
like I could just be this different personality, and if you judged me, I don't care. But if you judge me away from the court, I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, is that what they think about me? But on the court, I'm like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
isn't
And
it funny?
you definitely played like that. Like, just having to analyze you, it was painful, because how do you analyze a fighter? Do you know, like, because you were.
But I had Jules out in front of me most of the time.
Yeah,
and she was like,
great too.
She would,
workhorse. as
she
well.
was next level. Like Jules,
It was the hardest goal
Yeah.
defense I've ever played against. Yeah.
she was like the tidy. And I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but
You're
when
wrong.
you played,
You're so wrong.
was she?
No,
she
was
wasn't
clean.
tidy.
No, she's
She's
pretty
clean.
clean.
Yeah.
She could. Her footwork was out of this world.
Yeah.
And even her arm span, like
Yeah.
just times where I didn't think she would be able to get around me and get the
Yeah.
ball, but because her feet were, it's that basketball
Yeah.
stance. You know, they stay like this and they move
Yeah.
quite quickly. She was like a human backpack.
Yeah.
She was just on everything, very tiring to play
Yeah.
against. And then I'd come into the circle and then I had you.
Yeah.
So it was just one of
she
those.
just used to make me look so good, Jules. And then we had Nabo out the front wing defence.
Oh yes.
We had a bit of a dream.
Who's Nabo?
Renee Ingles.
yeah.
Hallinan.
Oh, yeah, she was great too.
Like,
yeah.
you know.
Your defensive unit was rock
But
solid.
it was you, Irene, and, well, even at the
We
beginning.
had,
Temipara.
Temipara. We had Laws.
Gosh, they just don't make them like they used to.
No. Yeah, thanks. I'll take that. No. So sorry, I know we've got to wrap this up. So
Yeah.
you're saying defenders now are just too soft? Like,
I would
And
just,
it's-
and like, it's hard to know because, I mean, I haven't played for so long. I'm like, what are they just getting whistled out too much? But I don't know, like I think back to Shani. Like I can't think of anyone, I can't think of a keeper now that has that level of
Bring back the personalities.
Yeah.
like
love-
Shani was like an animal,
And she polarized people like probably
wasn't she?
like,
She was.
people like, who's that girl yelling?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, she's a legend.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
like I don't know.
She's such a legend.
I'm trying to think. I mean, today they've announced Kelly Jackson, Kelly Jury now for the Firebirds.
Oh, okay.
Coming over to play from New Zealand. And I'm like, I'm excited to see what she does. But like, I would just love to see defenders. I mean, you've got Shamira Sterling, who's a freak. But yeah, I would just love to see. They're so skillful, but I just love to see them bring the mental game a bit more.
Yeah.
That would be like my advice is like, you know, it's just as much up there as it is what you can do on the ground with your skill level. Just like
I've got to say, I used to love being in your team because I would look at the shooter's face across the transverse and I'm like, you're in the thick of it. Hey, you are in a nightmare right
wild.
now.
That's what I look like.
So like Katie Twaities and like
Aw,
Pratts,
Twaities.
you'd wear them down into that last quarter and then I'd just look across the transverse line and I'd be like, oh. God, he's got you.
I just want to hear what all you mean shooters used to say about us.
She's looking at me, directly at me. Honestly,
You should write a book.
if I'm being honest,
Backpacks, that's what I heard.
yeah, actor, you would act. Yeah, I thought you were the biggest drama queen, honestly. And then also, when Laws would go to the umpire to talk about something, you'd always be there. And I know, because you don't want to ask any questions, you're just there to nosy to see what Laura's saying. And then Katie's sitting there going, look at her. Look at her. She's so slimy.
So
Look at
what
her.
you're
She's-
saying is like there was so much respect, slimy.
Yeah, look at her. Look, she's only there just to eavesdrop to see what what Laws is saying. Like, we know her tactics. Like, and it's funny because I met up
that
with
is so funny.
Casey's mum, Casey Corporal's mum, a few months ago. They were here for a school rugby tournament, and we're just talking about netball, and I said, "Oh, Geitz, like pretty much my neighbour." She was like, "Oh." Do you talk to her? I was like, oh yeah, she's really lovely. Like what you obviously on court stays on court, but off the court she's just the most beautiful human. She was like, oh, see about that. It's so funny because what we see on court, we judge you because of the way that you are on court to off court. So like no one knows, like back at home, like people wouldn't know that you are a mother of 4.
Yeah.
You've been away from the netball game for so long. Hall of Fame, super funny, farts before a potty, all that sort of stuff. Like it's hilarious, but it's
I
like,
know.
what's she
Yeah.
like? Like is she really that
It's
nice?
like a
Are you
split
sure?
personality, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It is, which
It
I
is.
love. Like
Yeah.
there's nowhere else in life that happens.
Yeah.
No.
Is there?
Absolutely.
Like
yeah.
sport is like just the place that
It's the best, and we're going to go through it again with our daughters and sons.
know.
And you want them to go
That's
through
why
it
you
too.
guys need to get fast 5, fire 5. What is it? 5, 5? Are we calling it fast 5, 5, 5?
Nah,
what
5,
5, 5?
Different to Fast 5.
Okay.
Our own
Because
kind of
the
product.
centre can shoot, right?
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
last quarter only?
Whatever third they pick, because it's the
Oh, so
3
you've got to
7s.
select what quarter they.
Yeah.
But
But
are we pushing hard for Fire 5 to be 2032 Olympics?
It's
Is
well, we haven't even really thought of it, have we? But
Because there's a little scan the QR code, go around and get netball in the Olympics. Maybe you guys should.
yeah,
it's so funny.
Babe, you're going to
Well,
have to really put
no,
some effort into
yeah,
the logos.
No,
all right?
I know.
Yeah, exciting though. Imagine
Yeah.
that. That'd be so cool.
Well,
you're going to be the commentator,
November's
and
the
we're just going
big,
to
like,
take it to like
this
Dubai and England, and we'll
travelling
just
roadshow.
Yeah, we'll just-
yeah, we're not. It's not just a Gold Coast thing. We want to do at least like up to 4 tournaments. Well, 4 tournaments a year, but then also make it a league
Yeah.
as well. So its own SSN comp.
Because what other sport breaks for so long? Like
Yeah.
girls are done end of July. They don't play again until March next year.
Yeah.
How do you keep up your skill set to be
Yeah.
able to be it like I know you play so many preseason games, but this tournament could provide them with another income
Yeah.
and provide them with match play.
Yeah. Would it, do you reckon it would like internationally, could it replace international? Well, like is international, they don't do the 2-point shot, do they? And have that, or has that
No,
changed
they don't do
this year?
No, international, no.
Yeah.
Does it make you guys want to play again?
I think watching it, we went and watched the Titans girls play the product because we're like, we got to see if the centre shooting works.
Yeah.
And I got really excited watching that. Yeah.
In our head, it looked good.
Yeah.
But we had to see it in real time, waiting for November.
Sorry,
You got to go. Sorry, I'll just say thank you, Geitzy, for making time for us today. I must say this is probably the
Funner.
yeah, we've laughed a fair bit. I'm going to have to edit a lot of the stuff out anyway.
We could literally talk all day.
We could. But no, thank you for your... Oh my gosh.
Thanks for having me, guys. It's been fun.
Okay, no, that's fine. No, that's us. That's literally
Same time next
same time next.